Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your June 2024 reading. This is Green Adventuring Tarot, and I'm Gigi. I'm so happy you're here, Scorpio. And remember, these are general readings, and if it resonates, it's meant for you. All right, Scorpio, I've meditated on your cards. Wow, let's get started. Okay, Scorpio. So as we start the month, it looks like things are really rolling in your favor. Look at this beautiful completion card. You've got the 10 of Cups. So things are feeling really well and emotionally, maybe with family, people in your circle. You're feeling very satisfied. Things feel very good for you right now. And then what's supporting that is this beautiful Six of Swords energy. So it feels like you've made a conscious decision to really move into a really healthy place. And so it feels like I almost get the feeling that you were feeling a bit adrift and then you decided to sort of correct course and move forward. That's kind of this feeling. And I think this was a very conscious decision for you for this spring and summer to really stay on course for keeping your life calm and serene. I really see that as a conscious choice to stay in that beautiful 10 cup energy, which is so beautiful. All right. And then as we roll into the second week of the month, we do have the 10 of Wands and we have the 10 of Swords. So it feels like there is a real strong feeling of completion. That seems to be kind of the theme here, these tens. And so it feels like maybe there's a major life shift that is completed for you. It could be that you finally let something go that you had been connected to for over a decade. It could be that there is some sort of chapter that is closing. And with these three cards, it almost feels like it's like a positive thing, but then it's also a feeling of like it's bringing up for you something about feeling burdened and completed. So it could be an anniversary date. That's what I'm feeling here with this. It's an anniversary of some kind. And it's sort of like, excuse me, it sort of pulls you in to, I hate to sound syrupy, but I'm going to, sort of bittersweet memories. That's kind of this energy, this sort of bittersweet kind of feeling. And it feels like you're processing that in the month of June. June could have some very important dates for you that you're kind of working through. That's sort of this feeling. All right. And then as we get into the second half of the month, we have the Star card and we have the Temperance card. So that indeed, it feels like you've really lifted yourself up from this sort of heavy energy and you've really found this sort of way to become fresh and new around this. Could be some really intense shadow or spiritual work or both. Could be yeah, okay. I just got a download of a sweat ceremony. I almost get that kind of feeling like a Native American or some sort of ceremony where you really are working through some of this stuff. That's kind of this energy with the star card that involves like, you know, being, yeah, like a sweat lodge or a spa. Reiki, something where someone is actually laying hands on you and it's not just in your head, it's also a body movement of some kind. That's the feeling here. Yeah. And then I feel like after you complete that, you really do get into balance with this temperance card and it really does sort of take you to a deeper place of what these things symbolized for you and how you're moving forward. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling here. Really nice sense of balance. Yeah, really beautiful. You kind of come through this sort of heavy remembrance or heavy, something is like this could be other people around you that you're walking through with them together. Because of the 10 energy, it feels like this affected more people. And it's like a group consciousness kind of feeling. And then you get past it, and then you go ahead and you're able to do some work on your own and feel sort of renewed and healed from that intensity. and then be sort of back in balance. Yeah. And then as we finish the month, it looks like indeed something new and beautiful is happening for you with this Page of Cups energy. This could be separate from this, or it could be something, yes, okay. I got a feeling that it's something that you had to put on hold because there was so much heaviness in the beginning and the second week of the month, that now you're able to kind of start fresh. Maybe this was something you said, hey, get back to me, da 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 da, so you could begin something new and beautiful. And this is something that's really going to help you in your path. Could be love, could be a date, could be a connection. Could be, if you have a beloved, could be reinventing something with them. Like, hey, let's try this fun activity. Doesn't this look like fun? Something that involves, it's only for pure joy. It's not a chore. It's not something that you have to do. This is something only for fun. So it looks like you are really wanting to have a good time. Yeah. And then with this Page of Swords energy, it feels like you're very eager to get back out there and do whatever it was after kind of more heavy energy. This is like a real jump in kind of energy. So it feels like that is kind of where you're at. You're like, hey, I really, life is short. I want to go have some fun. I'm going to jump in there. So good for you. You're really putting energy into your joy, and you're doing it with a lot of zest and a lot of zeal. That's great. And then on the bottom of the deck here, we have the King of Cups. And I looked, I don't always do this, but sort of a shadow kind of reading, part of your reading. And this is you, my dear, the King of Cups. And this is such a beautiful Scorpio card. And what I love about this, and the reason why I wanted to mention it today, is that I feel like this is the beginning. And then this is you really finding your own. So it's like you were there the whole time. You were really in charge of where you were at in this whole time through all of this. But you really come into your own as we close the month off. And it feels like you kind of come into your power. That's the feeling. I think through this, you realize that you have a lot of emotional depth and a lot of emotional intelligence. And you realize, this is what I'm feeling, you really see yourself just as you are, that you are very, very wise and tuned in. And so I think this is a beautiful card. It's like holding up a mirror to yourself to remind yourself that you've come a long way and you really are amazing. So that's a good message to give yourself for this month. And then let's get an overriding message from Spirit. Spirit, can you help us with Scorpio, please? All right. We have the fuchsia and the feldspar, and that's the inner child card. Look at that. And it says innocence and self-awareness. And it has these beautiful dragonflies and beautiful fuchsia surrounding this gorgeous sort of angelic form. Isn't that beautiful? So this is interesting. It's not something I thought about, dear Scorpio, with the inner child. So it feels like in this self-awareness and innocence, yes, this could indeed be, this is like family stuff, something that does involve kind of working through some inner child work, and also really seeing that you have the temerity to get through it, and that you are very strong and you are such in balance, and you have these tools in your toolkit to feel at balance and to feel better. Yeah. And then ultimately go back to that lovely feeling of innocence and having that pure heart and really knowing who you are. And that's so beautiful. And like with the duality, and then also knowing that you have lots of power and strength to go forward. It's almost like this is kind of like spiritual calisthenics. That's what it feels like, And I think that this inner child card is so beautiful. It really does sort of sum up. I think Spirit is saying that you've got this, you know how to give that inner child love and attention and really celebrate the beauty inside of you. That's gorgeous. All right, dear Scorpio, thank you so much. Have a beautiful June. Take care.